Hey, friends and neighbors and Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears and all that. Last video was intense, y'all. That was my Memorial Day. If you haven't watched that one, then you probably don't know what I'm talking about. And like I said, don't ever feel obligated to watch anything I do. If what I say does not resonate with you, feel free to just be like, hard pass, click, and just, whatevs. Because I don't owe any allegiance to anything but myself and my own soul. Sorry about it. It's just how it is with me. I semi-cleaned up my backyard from last episode. I still have some, some cleaning up to do here. Oof, that's got to be cleaned. I got weeds. I've just let myself slack this year because I stopped teaching in March of 2022 after an over 20-year career, public school teaching. I had more magical, beautiful moments than I ever did bad. But unfortunately, in the teaching career, it only takes like one bad thing to happen, and it's like your career's tanked. So currently, right now, my teaching career is tanked. Anyway, I cleaned up this rose bush. I had to cut it way back. It was pretty gnarly the other day. And, that's what I did this Memorial Day. My wifey and I got out here and made as much of a backyard paradise as we can afford to do right now or have the time to do. And, cut these rose bushes too. We cleaned our flagstone. My ride or die Chandra came over with the power washer, and we cleaned all of this stuff up. And there's your water. You can have water. There's my pearly girly and my diamond. And I'm just hanging out back here. I was eating some lunch, watching some things that I like to watch on my breaks in between my job. And first of all, there's no sky like a New Mexico sky. And so I'm just going to turn the camera here. And I want you to see the blue mixed with the clouds. And you can't really see the sunshine. It's clouded. But look at those colors, though. And here's this. I had to trim this hedge because this plant was not getting any light. This one was too big and taking all the sun. Not done, but on our way. Still got a lot of leaves to clean up and a lot of work to do. So just, living my life, taking in the sunshine, taking in the clouds. We've been having beautiful sunshiny mornings here, and then in the afternoon there might be a light drizzle of rain. And I am rejoicing that the Rio Grande River is nice and full and overflowing. And I love seeing it that way because normally it's pretty dry. But little springs in the desert here. And now there's a gentle breeze blowing. And so after my time of mourning of Memorial Day, I'm now ready to rise into the next thing. And so today, I would just like to lead maybe just some peaceful meditations from courtesy of my Garden of Eden. Actually, I should say my Garden of Eve. That's what I'll say, Garden of Eve. So, I just want you to hear the wind. And as you're hearing the wind, and I'm going to turn my camera so you can see the wind blowing through the trees. See, wind, we only know it's there because we can feel the sensation. We can't see it. It's invisible to us, but we can feel it. And sometimes the wind, especially in early spring, like this is a mild, nice wind, but sometimes here in early spring, there will be rushing, rushing mighty winds blowing sand in your face and blowing, and you're just like, you step outside and you're sandblasted. It's like free microdermabrasion, but you have to wash it all off because, pores. But I always think, and it was just Pentecost Sunday, and I was here cleaning up my life on Pentecost Sunday. Because what good is any religion? Just my opinion. Again, I'm not affiliated with any church, any religion, anything other than the church of one that is in my own soul. I have my little reminding me of this fabulousness hat. So not affiliated with any of that. What good is any religion? Any religion, whatever it's going to be, belief in any deity, belief in anything, whatever you want to call it, whatever name you know it by, Tom Cruise, Oprah Winfrey, whatever. What good is any of that if you claim to follow it and then not use it to leave this world a little better than you found it? And to me, that has to be the true message of the teachings of Yeshua, which, that's what I use the name for the person who was here in a earthly body, fleshly body on this earth, was very much Jewish man, not white. So the teachings of Yeshua were always taught and meant to be looked in the lens as, according to me, yes, he gave his life for me. Yes, there's a sacrifice. And it's always like people always want to hold sacrifice over your head. But if it's true unconditional love and unconditional sacrifice, then it's a sacrifice that you're glad to make, so you can leave this world a little bit better than you found it. See, sometimes well, not now, but back in my old life, trying to subscribe to an organized religion and knowing that I was not going to fit into that ever. And I failed miserably at it. And I was like, I knew when to be like, yep, nope, this is, gotta go what I need to be. That's all that Yeshua wanted from us, because I'm telling you, I've been told in my spirit that I need to stop living in the name of the sacrifice, and I need to start living into the life that Yeshua spoke. Because what good is sacrifice if you do not have life, and life more abundantly? What good is it? Not much at all. Anyway, so as we're experiencing life here together in my backyard, just hear nature, and you're hearing the wind, because on Pentecost Sunday in Acts it says that the Holy Spirit came into the room like a rushing mighty wind to the disciples and everybody else that was there, that was like, Yeshua is gone. What are we going to do? And then they experienced the not by might, not by power, but by my spirit, says Yehovah. The rushing mighty wind happens. And it says, it appears as tongues as fire upon their head. And being growing up Assembly of God, not anymore. But, that was a pretty important distinction that made us, quote unquote, more right in our scripture than the Baptists, is what I was taught. The whole speaking in tongues thing. And then that led to, like, you know, the whole evangelical thing. And so, yeah, that just shows you that you very much should not mess with spirit in a way for your own monetary gain. Because you can always create a monster, but you can't always kill a monster when you need to. And the monster wreaks havoc. And that's all I'm going to say there. So we're just going to chill today. I'm back to it. I'm hearing in my soul, you need to shut up and do what I need you to do. So I'm shutting up. Anyway, rushing mighty wind. So Jesus, as he ascended into heaven, Yeshua, he says, do not fear, because I will send you another comforter, one who can dwell inside of you, who can be in your soul, who can know you in a way that Yeshua on this earth could not know us, if you think about it. Or maybe he chose, or maybe he did, and saw our hypocrisy with each other face to face. And that's what drew his teachings. Why? Say it with me. To try to make the world just a little bit better than the way you found it. So I'm going to start focusing on the life of Yeshua, the teachings of Yeshua. I'm going to start focusing, Will and I have already begun, really, honestly. I've begun to start focusing on the teachings and the real life applications of the parables in my own life, for my own self and my own soul. Again, I'm never going to tell anybody what to do with their own souls. That is up to you and your chosen deity, or non-chosen deity, or whatever you call it, your own self. All I know is just for me and my house, and that's it. So I'm going to shut up now, and we're just going to meditate a little bit. I'm going to close my eyes. And yes, even though I'm wearing sunglasses, my eyes are closed. And as I breathe in, I'm going to imagine that my breath has taken me all the way down to the earth's core. So breathe in, I'm thinking down, rooted all the way to the earth's core. And when I breathe out, I'm going to launch myself all the way up past the stars, past the sky, past the known universe. I'm going to be there in my oneness, with my oneness. And if you need to keep breathing, just keep breathing. The sounds of the wind through the trees, the rushing mighty wind into your own soul, into your own spirit, to give you peace in your heart and in your mind and in your soul. May your soul find unconditional love for itself and unconditional love for everyone else. Be at peace. Remember to always, always, always choose love. And I always say that, and because of Scarlett Lewis, Her son Jesse was one of the victims in the Sandy Hook elementary school shooting. She has written. I was a school teacher. She has written a book called Nurturing Healing Love, detailing all about it. You can hear it in her own words. Scarlett Lewis, Nurturing Healing Love, Choose Love Movement. Very much worth your time and donations, hint, hint. And anyway, I'm going to go back up here under my umbrella, which was an anniversary present to me from my lovely wife. And I love that it is like not like any other umbrellas that I usually see. It's like a funky red rectangle. Ooh la la. So anyway, so I have let my guitar skills slip, and so the next episode I actually will sing a song I wrote for the Choose Love movement when I was teaching at a school where we were putting the Choose Love movement into practice, and I've taught the concepts, and Scarlett just wants anybody and everybody to hear the message about it. So next time I'll have my guitar and I will sing you the Choose Love. It's called I Choose Love. And I'm going to miss hearing all the kids' voices with me, because when I wrote the song, and last time I sang it and was really good at my guitar, had my fingers calloused back and everything, had about 150 kids singing with me. And it was very powerful. And it was just like like I said, one of those teaching moments where I realized that I'm in the magic. I realized that I'm in the wheel of eternity in that moment, you know. Anyway, so I'll do that next time. I think Diamond and Pearl are really hot, and they're like, Mom, we just want to go in the house. It's too hot out here. My girls are wilting flowers. Got a whole bunch of trimmings, fire pit. Got to get ready for a bonfire, which would be a perfect time for me to get my guitar and sing to you. Hashtag campfire songs. Anyway, love you all. Choose love, choose peace. Out.